Hello student, I am Devikant Deshmukh. Let us discuss about the diffraction of light at a single slit. We know that the phenomenon of bending of light around the corners of an obstacle and enter into the region of its geometric shadow is called diffraction of light. To understand the phenomenon of diffraction, let us consider a point source of light which is placed at the focus of convex lens. We know that the convex lens convert diverging ray of light into a parallel ray which bound a plane wavefront xy which is incident on a very narrow slit AB of width small a. According to Huygens principle, each and every point on the surface of wavefront AB act as secondary source of light and starts emitting secondary waves of equal amplitude in its surrounding medium. With the help of convex lens L, these secondary waves are focused on a screen which is placed at a distance D from the slit. It is found that a diffraction pattern is obtained on a screen which consists of central maxima surrounded by secondary minima and secondary maximas. It is also found that the intensity of each secondary maxima decreases as its order increases. To explain this, let us consider point O on a screen at the perpendicular bisector CO. The secondary waves from A and B will travel equal distance in reaching point O. Therefore, the phase difference between light from A and B at O is 0. Therefore, point O will be a position of maxima and it lies at the center of diffraction pattern. Therefore, it is called central maxima. Let us consider another point P. The secondary waves from the slit makes an angle theta with the CO in reaching point P. The intensity of point P will be decided by the path difference between light from extreme points A and B. To obtain this, draw a perpendicular from A on diffracted wave from B at N. Therefore, Bn represent the path difference of light from A and B at P. From triangle A and B, sin theta will be equal to Bn upon AB. Therefore, Bn will be equal to AB sin theta. As AB is equal to width of slit small a, therefore, path difference between light from A and B at P will be represented by Bn and it is equal to A sin theta. Now consider case 1. If the path difference between light at point P is equal to wavelength lambda. Therefore, the wavefront is divided into two equal parts AC and CB. It is found that the path difference between light from A and C at P is lambda by 2. Similarly, path difference between light from C and B is also lambda by 2. Therefore, light from these two parts of the slit interfere at P destructively. Hence, point P is of minimum intensity and it is called first secondary minima, which produces on either side of central maxima O. The angle of diffraction theta for the first secondary minima will be A sin theta is equal to lambda. Therefore, sin theta is equal to lambda by A. Since theta is very small, sin theta is approximately equal to theta. Therefore, theta is equal to lambda by A. Now for case 2, if the path difference between light from A and B at P is 2 lambda, then wavefront is divided into 4 equal parts. The light from the two successive parts of the slit interfere at P destructively due to path difference of lambda by 2. Therefore, point P is again of minimum intensity and it is called second secondary minima. In general, the angle of diffraction theta n for nth secondary minima is given by A sin theta n is equal to n lambda where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now let us discuss the condition for secondary maxima in case 3. If the path difference between light from A and B at P is 3 lambda by 2, then the wavefront is divided into 3 equal parts. The path difference between light from two successive parts of the slit at P is lambda by 2, therefore they interfere destructively. But light from the lower part of the slit interfere at P constructively to produce small amount of intensity at P. Hence, point P is called first secondary maxima. Similarly, second secondary maxima will be obtained for the path difference of 5 lambda by 2. In general, the angle of diffraction for which secondary maxima are obtained is given by A sin theta n is equal to 2n plus 1 lambda by 2, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. We know the width of central maxima is the distance between first secondary minima on either side of central maxima, and which is given by 2 lambda capital D upon small a, where capital D is the distance between slit and screen, small a width of slit, lambda wavelength of light used. Now the angular width of central maxima is 2 lambda by a. The unit of angular width is radian. Now let us discuss the intensity variation of diffraction pattern according to the angular positions. The intensity at point O is found to be maximum and it is called central maxima. The angular position of various secondary minima are plus lambda by A, minus lambda by A, plus 2 lambda by A, minus 2 lambda by A and so on. Similarly, the angular position of various secondary maxima around central maxima are plus 3 lambda by 2a, minus 3 lambda by 2a, plus 5 lambda by 2a, minus 5 lambda by 2a and so on. The intensity of central maximum is highest and secondary maxima goes on decreasing with the distance from O.